Hey guys, welcome to the Kickoff Glitch podcast, episode 1. So today we're going to be doing a top 10 players in the world at the current moment. And to join us today, we've got some special guests. So obviously we have our co-host here, Nick.
G'day.
We've got 2 guests. First one, Jason, he's a Man United fan.
Yep.
And we've got Nathan, a Liverpool fan.
Yep.
And especially as well, behind the camera, we have got Josh, our producer. So
The homeboy.
Woo! Sweet. So obviously we've got a few upgrades this episode, and guess we'll see how we go. So how today's going to work is we're going to be doing top 10 players, and it's going to be a point aggregate system. So it's our combined list. So how this will work is I've reached out to everyone individually, and I've got them to send me their top 10 players at the moment. And I've gone through and looked at everything, put it together by point system. So how the point system works is, for example, if you give someone first place, they'll get 10 points. Second place gets 9 points. Third gets 8th, and onwards down to that. So I put everyone together, and we'll see how we go.
Let's hear the controversy.
Let's go.
So yeah, before we start, is there anything you guys want to say about how you're feeling about this list, or?
I feel like I might have messed my list up, to be honest. I think I went back and looked at it and probably left someone out.
We'll be the one to judge, Matt.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Basically, no one knows what this combined list is except for me so far. So all of them are in the dark at the moment. So we have a few surprises, which should be good, hopefully.
Let's
So
go.
yeah.
Let's do it, eh?
All right, so we'll start. To kick off, we've got 20 players in total that were mentioned across the 5 of us who put these lists
Well,
through.
that's pretty fair, then.
That's a lot of players.
It is a lot of
actually,
players.
yeah.
But, mate, that could have been 50 potential.
Or, I mean, realistically,
Great
I mean,
math.
personally, there.
Cheers, bro.
Look, realistically, there are some players on here which I can't believe made this list. It's going to be interesting to see.
Here we go.
And as a little special as well, I've also put down who had them ranked as the highest player and who had them ranked as lowest as well.
Alright.
So we'll go through each player individually, and we'll start from 20 to 1. Alright, so starting with joint 18th place. So we've got 3 players on this list who got 1 point. So that means that 3 different people put them in 10th place.
10.
So we'll go through each player individually. The first one, we have Wirtz with 1 point.
Fuck, I didn't even put him in my
Okay.
top 10, eh?
I thought about him,
Yeah.
but I think with the move, I think it would be a bit... I don't know,
Premature, you reckon?
It's going to be hard to see him settle in, I feel like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
for a bit. So I don't know.
If we did that this video
that's-
at the end of the season, it could be a
Could
shout,
be-
but
could
I
be.
still feel like he's world class, but he's too young still.
Yeah.
He needs a bit more time
Yeah.
to develop his career.
Mm.
And
Yeah, I
he'll be
agree.
regarded as in that top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And interestingly, the reason that all of us are kind of talking about it is the one person that put him in was Josh behind the camera.
Wow.
Do you have anything to say, Josh,
Well, that's
about
actually-
Wirtz?
No, I'll tell you later.
Okay, all right.
That's actually crazy. I'm actually wearing his jersey.
Yeah,
And
well,
I still-
Yeah, damn,
I
that's a
still
good point.
said
Be
I
the
don't.
list.
I know, but he's probably my favourite player.
I just think he's a great young player. I think he'll do well in the Premier League.
Mm.
Yeah.
No,
I think
he's
so
a
too.
baller, for
He's
sure.
a baller. He doesn't deserve all this hate I'm seeing online
Oh, yeah, from his first
from
game.
one
like,
game. Like they expect him to settle in.
Well, I thought he did it right, to be honest. In his
Yeah,
one
yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Like,
a few
What's
shots.
what do they expect him to do?
Yeah, actually.
Score a worldie?
those fucking
It
Liverpool
will
supporters,
come.
mate.
It will come.
Yeah. He's not Martial scoring his debut, so
No,
there you go. So I guess we'll see.
no one's Martial, bro.
Down door close. Yeah, all right, moving on to the next player that was joint 18th, we have Hakimi, who got
Yeah.
also 1 point.
That's my
Fair.
shout.
That's a
Yeah,
fair.
so Cook put him in 10th, and what do you guys reckon
That's-
about that?
Nah, it's a bit stinky.
Right, he's been the best right back for the last season. It's definitely last year's season in the world. Well, who?
I'd say... Oh, you go.
I don't know if he's top 10 though.
Okay, well, name
in the
me a better
world.
right back in the world right now than
Right.
Hakimi.
Okay.
I'll actually raise someone.
You fucked this list. Hakimi was in my list as well.
Oh no.
He was too. I fucked this bit of list. You know what? It doesn't make a difference because he would have got a little bit higher. So we'll just go. Sorry guys, I did mess up the points for this bit, but Hakimi would have 3 points in total, so he'd be a little bit higher. But we'll just carry on
That's fine.
as it is.
As long
But
as he's not in the top
He's
10.
not.
yeah, he's one of the top 10.
I don't
so
think he's
it's all
top
good.
10
No.
then.
Yeah, and just to double check, I did clarify and go through each of the top 10 players like 4 times in counting, so those are definitely the top 10.
Yeah, so-
But yeah, I don't know. I actually raised a player that I think has potentially been just as good, if not better. Actually,
At right back.
yeah. I mean, I think Hakimi is the clear best right
Yeah, I
back.
think. Well,
But
who else would be better?
I would
than
say
him right
Koundé, underrated shout. I think he's been up there as one of the best right backs
I
of the last
think
couple
we're
of years.
forgetting Trent.
Yeah, Trent's a good shout
Trent.
too.
Like,
Yeah.
That's when he wants to play right
Think
back. Fuck it, hell. No, we all know, mate. He loves
look
popping
at
up
his
as a
assist
centre.
record.
Yeah, mate, he's a great player,
Yeah.
but a proper right back this past 365 days, I think it would be.
Yeah, I do think he is there,
If we're
but I
talking
wouldn't put him in the
current,
top
I
10.
would probably put Hakimi over Trent right now.
Right now.
Yeah, I'd say as well.
As a whole package, I think Trent's way better.
Yeah, and looking at the top
agree.
10 too, I feel like there's
Oh.
maybe one more fullback who could make it over.
Well,
Hakimi.
I've got
Mendes.
another fullback in there.
Yeah, so we'll move on to that.
Sure.
We'll see.
Yeah. So the next player in 18th, also just 1 point, is Kvaradona
Oh,
What?
from PSG.
Really?
1 point.
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, Nathan put him in 10th. And that
you
was
don't
it.
have him.
No,
See,
I
what?
didn't even think
So
of
he
it.
was like, honestly, he was like my one that just missed out. I was thinking of putting him there. I
Wow.
just left
I
him
didn't
out
think of him, eh?
for a couple other names.
He should be in there 100%.
You know, I do actually
If you
agree. I
watched his
think
games, he was unbelievable.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he is
unbelievable.
I do agree. Even at Napoli before he moved to PSG.
Against
Like-
Liverpool, he crushed us.
Yeah.
It's like tearing us apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually remade my list about 6 times, and there were definitely a few times he was like 9th or 8th
Nah,
or
he
10th
is.
in there.
That's
It's like,
He's quality.
Wow.
I
yeah.
can't believe I actually didn't even think of him, eh?
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
class.
I think it's definitely like someone who's forgotten when people talk about like good players and good
Maybe
winners and
Yeah,
stuff.
well, half
Well, I
the
think-
people,
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it probably is, yeah.
half the people can't pronounce his name. That's probably
That's
why.
That's what I think of Maradona.
Yeah.
He typed it out of the list.
just A B C D E F G H.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next player. We've got another interesting one here who's only got 2 points. So what we've got here from now on, we've got 2 players that are joint 16th. And one of them placed in 9th place by someone, our lovely Jason, Bruno Fernandes,
Oh,
with 2
Bruno.
points.
That's my
He's
goat,
such a
man.
bad shout.
No, man, no. He
See-
is... Bro, what doesn't he do on the pitch?
He does it all, but he's not world class. Like,
He's not
He's
world
not
class.
really?
Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. He's not in the top 10
I think he is.
of all players.
I think you put him in
Oh,
any other squad.
No.
He's
Top 10 in
carrying
the Premier League
Manchester
easy,
United.
but in the
Yeah,
world,
in the world, no.
This is a shocking Manchester
See,
United team.
I
And
actually-
he has single-handedly, like, carried us.
He
but
definitely
he's
has.
definitely not top 10 in the world.
I think he's
See, I can actually hear Jason out here. I think he was close to making my list as well. I think if Bruno was playing at any other team, he'd be regarded as in the top 10 potentially. Players
technically,
in the
he
world.
is so gifted.
Oh,
He's a leader.
He's a baller, 100%.
I think he's top 10.
Interesting.
So
Yeah.
many better.
All right, now moving on.
We'll see.
The other player who came in joint 16th, also with 2 points, Erling Haaland. So Erling Haaland, he was put in 10th place by 2 people, myself and Jason.
Yeah. I was actually going to leave him out. And
Yeah.
then... Because I think you look at him recently, towards the end of last season, he kind of dropped off a bit. But the way I thought about it was like, if I'm considering players from other leagues, if I was to put Haaland in those other leagues, he would be dominating.
Yeah, I agree.
So like, how fair would it be to just leave him out because he's versing like the best and most physical defenders, and maybe not doing as well as he was before, like when he first came in?
Yes,
seriously,
I think
insane.
he's still like unreal.
Yeah, I agree. And I actually think he's someone who's like a victim of his own success.
Yeah.
I think last year he still scored, I think, mid-20s in the Prem.
Yeah.
He had a good season, but just because he scored like 30-something the season before,
Yeah.
people
The
kind of
only
like
thing
don't
that,
rate him as much.
irritates me about Haaland. He could get probably 20 more goals every season, but he misses that when he sits as
He does.
Like that's
He actually
that's
does,
what
yeah.
gives me the ick.
Which is crazy because his finishing is so good. Like, how does he miss
It's like-
these
yeah,
open
it's
chances?
crazy.
We missed
yeah.
6 yards out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also a thing of like just how good City are too. Like you get so
Yeah.
many chances as a striker at City that you're kind of bound to miss a few.
That's true.
But yeah, I
He's
still
on penalties too, isn't he, though?
Actually don't
he
know.
How many,
is.
do you know how many penalties he scored last year?
actually not too
I
sure.
think I wouldn't be over the top, but it'd be a decent amount.
Yeah, our producer's gonna find out for us.
'Cause I reckon-
Yeah.
Maybe his numbers get a bit inflated from that.
True,
Well,
that is
I
a
don't
good
know.
point. Yeah, and actually,
Zero in the league this
Definitely
year.
last season taxes him a bit because
Yeah.
of Man City's success.
Yeah.
They were just pretty poor.
exactly, yeah.
So I guess that
3.
So only 3 out of 22.
Which is actually pretty
That's actually pretty
decent.
good.
Yeah, and I feel like Haaland also was one of the only players who did kind of show up for City a little bit, which kind of kept them to where they were. I actually find it crazy that everyone thought City had such a bad season, they still ended up third.
I know.
Like,
That's
when
just-
you
Oh,
think
they
about
picked
it,
up
it's
the
like-
last
what they
couple months.
do.
The whole team
Yeah.
picked
Yeah.
up.
It's crazy.
Alright.
Yeah. Now, moving on, we've got a player who is 15th place on his own. This one is, honestly, I can't believe this name made the list. They were put in 8th place by Josh. The player, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Retegu?
Oh, I got
Retegi.
shit.
Retegi.
He's gone to Saudi now. He was at
Retegi
Yeah.
has made our list with 3 points from Josh.
Italian striker. Played
Who
for
even is
played
that?
for Atlanta last
Yeah.
season.
Josh, would you like to explain yourself why
You're
Retegi?
mental.
I know who he is, but I cannot believe I saw his name in this list.
I feel like all ballers in fucking Italy are underrated. Like you don't, unless it's Cavacciaro, who when he played in Serie A, everyone knew about him, and then as soon as he moves to PSG, he's still balling out, still doing his thing, and he's nothing. But
He's moved to
he's-
Saudi, so
yeah, well, I'm talking about before.
Top 10 in the world, though.
And also-
this is like top
Shit, I
10.
can't believe this is it. And also, if you think about strikers from Serie A who did good, the last one I think of is Højlund, and we all know how he turned out in the Prem when he went to a competitive league.
Oh, don't bring him up.
our boy Sean Mills.
Retegi
Oh,
is.
that's-
Look at that.
shit.
Retegi
That
is
is actually
above
insane.
Bruno, Haaland.
Yeah, that's not right.
Nah, that is fucked.
Jay.
Genuinely crazy. But yeah. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Now, we've got 3 players here that are joint 12th place, and they've all got 4 points. So the first one we'll start with is Nuno Mendes from PSG.
Where's Portuguese?
Nah, I respect that. He's definitely probably the best left back in the world.
Mm.
I agree.
But I didn't put him in my top 10, but I can understand
Who
why.
else had him? Anyone?
It was just Jason
It
in
was just
7th
me.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I
Wow.
feel
Yeah.
like he's in around that, like, top 20,
Yeah.
but I don't think top 10. Just because of the position.
Yeah, I think it's a
But,
tax for
like,
defenders.
That's.
Like,
I feel like that's just unfair.
Yeah,
Like
it-
he was
it
one
is
of the
unfair.
he had
to be
the,
fair,
like,
like,
one of the best Champions League runs I've seen from a defender.
yeah,
He
you're not
scored so
wrong.
many. Or he scored a few goals. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Got some assists.
He did get a few.
And I feel like he was just so instrumental to their success as a team.
Yeah,
Like he helps them go from defense to attack so quick,
yeah,
and he locked down so many
yeah. That's the thing that
good
impressed me
wingers
too.
that I could not put him in there.
Yeah, honestly, I do agree. Like, I think it's just the defender tax. Like, I'm
Yeah.
mostly biased towards midfielders and
Yeah,
attackers.
you
Yeah.
always go
Like-
for that star player that scores the goals or
Yeah.
dribbles around players.
Mm.
Sure, Mendes does that, but you know,
Yeah,
it's
he's a
just
left back at
left
the end of the
back,
day.
yeah.
like,
at the end of the
left
day.
back. Yeah, and I do actually think that he was better than Hakimi. I think he was the
I think
best
he-
fullback
yeah, I
in the
think he
world
was class.
in general. Yeah, Cook, what do you reckon? Better than Hakimi or?
I reckon they're just as good as each other, but Hakimi, I guess, has been more consistent for a few years now. Because Nuno Mendes only been popular last
Yeah,
couple
true.
of seasons.
Last 2 years,
Hakimi's
yeah.
been around for a few years now, eh?
Yeah, well, lucky it's called a current players in the world,
That
not
is-
last few years, eh?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Keep up with the times, bro.
But still, Hakimi's quality.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the next player. Also joint 12th with 4 points. We have Lautaro Martinez. So they were put into 7th place by Josh. What do you guys reckon? No one else had him in.
I would not put him top 10 again.
I think he's just outside it. I think he's world class.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
What
I
do
need
you
to
boys
watch-
reckon?
I need to watch
Haaland
more Serie
or
A.
Martinez?
Oh, Haaland.
Haaland.
Definitely Haaland.
I don't reckon it's
Really?
that. I don't reckon it's that
Really?
easy, honestly. I reckon Martinez.
I actually haven't
is,
seen it. I don't think I've seen as much Martinez.
Martinez
I think
should do
he is
more. I
really
reckon.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can do more. He's a good player. He's underrated by the team he plays for.
But yeah, I
Obviously,
don't think
Inter
it's that
Milan
easy a
is-
decision.
Yeah.
I still can't get over Retegi being there, bro.
That's crazy,
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
that's
Look
crazy.
at those names below him. Bruno. Oh.
That is insane.
Wow.
Wait, we have Retegi over Haaland at the moment.
So where does Harry Kane come in the?
I actually have reasoning for it, but
Yeah, go on.
I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Like for Atalanta in a tight Scudetto race, like he was a goal scoring machine.
Yeah, no,
Like, he's-
was, but
I reckon he gets fucking underrated because of he playing for Atalanta. If he played for someone bigger, or if he played for in a different league, then everyone would recognise it. But you know,
But you reckon he's better than Haaland?
yes, as a Man United fan, yes,
You know what? Fair enough.
Retegi
It's
is
been
better
biased
than
then.
Erling Haaland.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
And Josh, why did you have Lautaro Martinez in 7th?
He just had especially from last season, he had a monster UCL phase. Like he scored a hat trick.
Knocked out these boys here.
Mate,
Unfortunately,
he was having a record season at Inter Milan. He's an elite two-way 9.
Yeah, I do agree. He also did get injured towards the end of the season, so he missed a couple of crucial games for them. But yeah, I think he is world class and he's up there. But
Yeah,
I just had him missing out.
I'm pretty happy with that placing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's L ball knowledge from me. I don't really haven't been keeping up with Martinez.
No, that's fair.
Quality.
Yeah. But yeah, moving on to the next player, also in joint 12th place, we have someone who got voted 7th place by someone. I do not agree with this rating, but 12th we have Jude Bellingham with 4 points.
I know
Nicholas Cook, would you like to explain yourself?
Well, you know, mate, I'm a big fan of Real Madrid. I think they're a great team. I know you don't think the same, but I just feel like Bellingham, mate, he does a shift. He works hard, he scores goals, he links up well with Kylian.
What do you have to say about that, Aidan?
I think, I've said this for a long time, I think Jude Bellingham's one of the most overrated players in the world. I know it's a controversial opinion. I think, a good way to describe him that I've seen is every touch he makes turns into a jewel. And I think his stats are so high because he makes himself seem busier than he actually has to be. That's just my personal
Mate,
opinion.
it's actually funny you say that because when I watched him at the Euro quarter-final last year, I thought he was probably the most technical and skillful player on the pitch. Just his touch, every time he took a touch, you could tell he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, there's no denying he's good, but I just don't think he deserves to be in the top 10, especially with how bad Madrid were last season.
Yeah, I think that initial run he had where he scored a bunch of goals off the start, I think that boosted people's
100%.
Perception of him.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
since then it's been just flatlined.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I do agree he's slightly overrated, but he's still world class.
I'd say
he's a good player.
I'd say he's still top 20.
Yeah,
25.
100%. I do agree. And
what position was that? Sorry, 11th.
12th place. And one of the things with Jude as well that I think, especially in that first season where he was scoring all those goals, the best example was against Barcelona in one of the El Clasicos. He scored an equaliser and a last-minute goal. And I think the problem with Jude that I don't rate him compared to a lot of other midfielders, one that will come up in this list as well, is I think he's someone who is a master at having an average performance and then just scoring a goal to get away with it. There's so many times I've watched Madrid play, he's had a terrible game, and he scored a goal in the 90th minute and everyone just forgets about it and then starts glazing him because he's Jude Bellingham and he scored at the end.
But that's what the best players do. They come
I know,
that is a good
goals
point.
needed.
Yeah.
You look at, let's say, Salah. He had a terrible game first game week, but he still scored a goal.
True.
That's what the best
10
players do.
seasons.
That is true.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think it is a whole, just a biased thing about who you prefer. That's also why I personally prefer Messi over Ronaldo, for example, because I think there are examples where Ronaldo would have a bad game, but he'd score a goal and it kind of patched over how bad he was. But as you said, at the end of the day, you have a job to do, which is score.
Yeah.
So it does make sense.
Bellingham suffers, or he doesn't suffer, I suppose, but he benefits from the English tax.
Yeah, I agree.
English player just gets rated so much higher for no reason.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Moving on to 11th place. So this is the last player before we get on to the top 10. This player got 5 points and they just missed out. So in 11th place, we have Cole Palmer.
I didn't even put him in my top 10, eh?
Yeah, Cole Palmer was put in 6th place by Josh.
Wow.
6.
This
Sixth
is a
place.
crazy... I need to see
He's
Josh's
the
list.
6th best in the world.
See, I've thought about putting Palmer on my list. I did have him there, one of my first original ones. I did end up leaving him out. I think he's one of the best players in the world, especially in the Prem, but I don't think he makes the top 10.
Look, I'd
Especially
choose
last
Bruno
season.
over Palmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
Palmer's got everything you'd want, but I think it's just if he shows it or not.
Tough.
I don't know. I think I'd have Palmer over Bruno.
Really?
I think you watch him play, and he's just
He
so
is good.
elegant, and
He is.
he just links up play so much.
He suits Chelsea's system. So
100%, yeah.
He carries them. He had a bit of a iffy season last season,
Yeah,
but he started off great and then kind of fell off.
yeah.
But when he's on it,
He's amazing.
He's
Club
also-
World Cup, for example, he was amazing in
Yeah.
the campaign.
He's also very young still. How
Yeah,
old
it's
is he?
crazy.
Is he 23 or something?
I think he might be 22. 20. We'll find out right now. He is.
23.
Yeah, wow.
Dang,
That's
bro.
crazy.
He's Aidan's age.
Yeah. That's crazy, yeah.
Everyone's besides Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's younger than all of us. So
Yeah, it's actually insane. Like where out he's sitting.
Criticize him, can we?
Yeah, true. Where he's sitting in a garage talking about him, and he's out there scoring goals.
See, he
So
just broke up with his misso apparently.
no, I didn't say that.
No, I did not. I did not. Tell me more.
Bit of drama
What
on
else
the
you know?
inside. Nah, yeah, apparently him and his misso having some issues.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, right.
She kept trying to get him to propose.
Yeah, I've heard that.
She wanted linked up like a contractual marriage, and he said,
Oh,
"Fuck that."
mate.
Really?
Mate. Don't swear.
Oh,
His kids watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, my apologies.
yeah. But yeah, I think another thing with Palmer too, like, don't get me the wrong way for saying this, but I think he has that same sort of trait Messi had. I'm not comparing his quality to Messi, just to make that clear, but the same trait where he'll come in deep to like the centre backs,
Yeah.
he'll get the ball and he'll kind of move the ball forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, he grabs it. He wants the ball and he wants
Yeah.
to drive and
Like when the game's going nowhere,
Exactly.
he
yeah.
wants to be the one to turn it around.
Yeah, I agree.
and you look at some of his goals, like his finishing.
Oh,
and
it's amazing, man. Like,
He just taps the ball and it just goes in the goal. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
He's
strikes the ball
quality.
so good.
yeah.
I'm fine with him there.
Yeah,
To be honest.
I don't mind honestly either. Yeah, and actually, I do have Chelsea winning the Prem in my prediction. So
That's
if
crazy.
that's going to happen, then Cole
It's-
Palmer will be a key part of it.
I actually don't think it's that crazy.
Me
that's
either.
terrible.
I don't think it's that crazy. I think Chelsea has more of a chance of winning than Arsenal.
I agree. I think.
don't know.
I honestly, the Eze news might have changed that.
Oh,
But
actually, no, yeah.
Eze is a good
Before
shout.
Eze, I think Arsenal.
I don't know, man.
I'm not
Did you
convinced,
watch
man.
the United game?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you know,
put it this way:
one game.
if we were shit against United,
Yeah.
That's true.
and we still won, and what does that bring you? Champion teams,
Yeah, but
right?
is that sustainable for 38 games?
Oh,
And you're
we've
versing
got-
Man United, a
But
team
you,
that came.
you can't base it off one game.
Yeah, I know,
The
that
whole
is true.
season.
But Man United at Old Trafford's always, you know,
Yeah.
over the years
True.
for Arsenal especially, it's
That is a
been
good
tough.
point.
Yeah, I also just don't really rate Arteta as much as I think a lot of people do. I just don't think they have what it takes to like go the extra mile and actually win the Prem. Like I would see City, Liverpool, and Chelsea winning the Prem before they do this season. That's just
We'll see.
yeah, we'll find out. All right, moving on to the top 10. So these are players that have actually made it, and the bottom of it is pretty close. But as we get to the top, it starts to separate a bit. And there's also a few tiebreakers we'll get to soon as well.
Yeah.
So in 10th place with 6 points, one more point than Cole Palmer, we have Van Dijk.
Wow,
So
that's pretty low.
That is low.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
I didn't even
What
put
do
him
you
on
guys
the
I
top
didn't
10.
put him
What?
in mine.
yeah, so here's the thing about Van Dijk.
After
Nathan had him highest on the list in 7th place.
What's
And
going on?
three of us didn't have him in the list. Jason,
Wow.
Cook, and Josh all did not have Van Dijk
After
in the list.
that Community Shield performance the other day, mate.
What about it?
It's Community Shield, bro. It's the pre-season
It's a
game.
trophy, bro, remember?
It's only one you guys can win. It's all right.
Hey.
I think Van Dijk. I had Van Dijk in there as well. I had him in at. Let me double check. He was in my 9th place. I think he should be in the top 10 for sure.
100%.
Yeah,
You take Van Dijk out of that team, Liverpool crumbles. You saw
Oh,
it when he had
yeah,
that
definitely.
ACL injury.
Yeah,
They just turned to absolute shit.
yeah, literally.
When Pickford decided to
Yeah.
be a menace.
What a dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I probably should have put him in there, to be honest.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, actually, before the episode started filming, Jason was talking to me. He was saying he wanted to actually put Van Dijk in.
Oh,
there.
it is tough. He's probably
He's
best
probably the
centre-back
best
in the world.
defender, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's the same thing for me as like that defender tax.
yeah, true.
It's just
It is
like I considered the attackers first, and then it was like, oh, like how have I forgotten Van Dijk? And then I couldn't figure out where to put him in.
I think you just got to make a spot for Van Dijk. He's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, speaking of Van Dijk, I want to hear what you guys think. Do you reckon Van Dijk is up there as like the best centre back in Premier League history? Where would you guys rank him? in?
I reckon he already is.
Yeah.
Reckon?
Already?
Honestly, yeah.
He's
100%.
definitely in the conversation to be the best. I
Yeah.
think you
Yeah.
give him a few more seasons, maybe another Prem title, and I think he's definitely a shout for the best.
Well, I
Yeah.
think you'd be already be better than Terry. Like
I think Terry's the
third.
closest one.
I think Terry's got to be.
Terry's number one.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I reckon Van Dijk. I'd take Van Dijk over Terry. Right
I
now.
think Van Dijk's like one season, his prime
Oh.
is definitely the best in Premier League history.
Yeah, honestly, you can argue in
Yeah.
football history as well if you
Oh,
really look
yeah.
at it. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he got dribbled by literally no one the whole season.
Mm.
Like that's pretty
Yeah,
insane.
That's
I
insane, yeah.
definitely think he
Wait,
needs to be higher on the list.
yeah, my bad. Cook. Are you saying John Terry is your number one, apart from Van Dijk? Is John Terry your number one Premier League defender?
Nah, I'm not.
Who's
John
first?
Terry. I'd probably put.
Wait, let me guess. Sol Campbell.
Nah, not Sol Campbell. I've always liked Ferdinand. Not gonna lie.
Nah, that's a fair shout.
You could even put maybe Vidic could be in the shout.
Yeah.
Have you heard claims that Vidic is a bit of a fraud recently?
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
Some people
Really?
online are saying that they reckon he's not.
Bro,
Like,
people are crazy.
I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, 2 PFA players. That's a bit stupid.
Yeah.
stupid.
That's the crazy thing, like this revisionism. Like everyone just goes back and thinks
Yeah.
players aren't as good as they were
Yeah.
once it gets like replaced with more players. But
Yep.
yeah, actually, let us know if you guys want us to do a top 10 centre backs of all time in the Premier League,
No,
or even just
Yeah.
top 10 Premier League players of all time as well. That could be a good shout
Yeah.
to do.
just do
Yeah.
it.
Josh, do you have any thoughts on Van Dijk? Why did you leave him out?
I'm not gonna lie, it was just my Man United bias coming in.
That's fair. Sweet. All right, moving on to 9th place. Oh, this is interesting. So this player got voted by one person on the set here.
It's got to be you, isn't it?
They got
yes.
8 points, and they got voted as 3rd place by one person
What?
here. In 9th place with 8 points, we have Vinicius Jr. He was put in 3rd place by Nicholas.
I know we're doing best players in the world right now, but you can't forget only nearly a year ago you was that close to winning the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
You can't forget that.
This is the worst take on the entire
I'm forgetting
thing.
that.
Okay,
I'm
well,
forgetting.
what
I am
happens-
forgetting that.
Okay,
He
like-
was terrible.
Yeah, he
Every
did
scene.
blank, but it's still Vinicius Jr. one of the best players in the last 3-4 years.
Oh, I
But
disagree
that's like
completely.
that's like saying De Bruyne last year was one of the best midfielders in the world when he
Yeah,
wasn't.
De Bruyne had a quiet season, mate. But I'm just thinking,
I don't-
how close were Real Madrid winning La Liga? They came second, yeah.
Yeah, it was like 7-8 points, I think.
Well, mate, I watched a lot of the Real Madrid highlights.
He's
And I'm
shocking,
just
man.
like-
You must have
Wait,
been watching the same game.
That's right. That's
But you
highlights though. Like
Yeah, bro, he is horrible.
you need
And
to watch
even,
the lowlights, man.
bro,
He's got a lot.
honestly, if you watch him now, he's actually dusted. Like the game they played last
Really?
week, he tried to take on like 3 plays, just keeps losing the ball. And even the whole Ballon d'Or thing, I don't even think he was close to deserving to win the Ballon d'Or anyway.
I think
You don't
Rodri
think
should
he
have
was
won it.
close?
I think it should have been either Jude, who should have got it over him as like the shout for
So you
players to
think it
win
was
it.
all just
I
PR?
disagree.
I think it was all PR. Even early in the
No
season,
way.
Vinicius obviously he scored in a Champions League final. He was up there. He definitely deserved to be in the top 5. But I
He
think
carried them in the UCL.
Yeah,
he did. But I think if you're looking at the overall season, I think Jude should have been their contender. If they pushed for Jude, I reckon they actually could have had a better chance of him winning it.
Disagree. Vinicius
I don't know.
absolutely carried. I'm pretty sure he scored in every knockout.
He
game.
did. He did. Like,
Okay, well,
I'm also biased. I hate Vinicius Jr. He's like my most hated player.
Oh, he's pretty hated.
But
But who do you boys put then if the best left winger in the world?
he's not close at the
But
moment.
where would you put him? Top 3, top 5?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'd say Mbappe.
to be honest, I haven't actually watched much Madrid lately.
I think maybe top 5.
I'd say yeah.
I'd say top 5, yeah. Like, I'd put Kvara over him at the moment. I'd say Rafinha for
Rafinha,
sure.
yeah.
Mbappe even though he's technically playing striker, he's still a left winger, really.
Yeah, well.
Anthony Gordon. Jokes.
But yeah, I just think that's a horror take, man. In 3rd place.
That is crazy.
Not even, like, top
if
10,
If it was like
third
if it was
place.
10th, I'd be like, oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
I can
mate,
hear
we have
those
to
and
wait and
some-
see who I've gotten first. I know that's going to make you a bit fired up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Odegaard.
Nah, if anything, I'd put Rice probably as the best Arsenal player right now.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd say I agree.
Okay.
But yeah, so moving on from that horror take, we're going to move on to 8th place. So this player has 13 points. And 8th place is Harry Kane.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Harry Kane, the highest ranking for him was Josh put him in 5th. And the lowest ranking was Jason, who didn't have him at all in his list.
Yeah.
What
He just missed out. I was gonna put him in, and then I just thought
What did I put him at?
I don't know who to put him in over.
Damn.
How many points?
But I
did
think he's world class.
Yep, so Harry Kane, he ended up getting... Sorry, let me double
Where
check.
did you put him?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. He's definitely in
He
there.
got 13 points. So just to go through what everyone ranked him, I put him in 8th place. Josh put him in 5th. Cook put him in 9th. Nathan put him in 9th, and Jason
Wow,
did.
I can't believe I'm the only one.
That's ball knowledge right there.
Honestly, I think he's the best striker in the world.
Yeah.
in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like,
Yeah, he'd definitely be.
I think
top three.
I think he's better than
He's
Haaland.
so complete.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that he was at Tottenham for so
Honestly.
long.
Harry Kane.
Yeah. Yeah, we had this chat last week as well. I was saying that first season when Haaland came to Man City and he broke the Premier League scoring record, I honestly think there's an argument to say that Kane's season with Tottenham was arguably better.
Yeah,
He scored 30
was.
goals
Yeah.
with Spurs. Like, that's
Yeah.
absolutely
In
insane.
a bad Spurs team.
Exactly.
Like, he was crushing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
And he scored a hat trick this morning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 14
Yeah,
minutes,
I
I think it
saw
was.
that quality
Yeah.
goals.
Honestly, like, I think he's so underrated.
Like, he just knows
Yeah.
where the corners are. of the
100%.
goal and just
Yeah.
finesses it in.
Yeah. I think what makes him better than Haaland for me as well is like his link-up play. Everything he does outside of scoring
Yeah.
is
That's the one
genuinely
problem with
really
Haaland.
good.
His
Yeah.
link-up play is a bit iffy.
Yeah.
Harry Kane's is just
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
He just got everything.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
he's the complete striker.
Yeah. Two-footed as well.
Mhm.
Like, he's just incredible.
Do you guys reckon he's the best striker in APL history?
No.
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 He's
He's
definitely
up there.
He's probably
Yeah.
top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
He's definitely top 5.
Yeah.
mm.
Top 3 is tough.
It'd be interesting.
There's
eh?
so many good strikers in the Premier League.
Yeah. Josh, what did you have him in fifth, the highest in the list?
Just his performance in the Bundesliga, like he managed to, like right, he didn't win the league in his first season there, but fuck, he did his best to try.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And to be such a prolific striker at Tottenham,
Yeah, that's crazy.
like that's levels above being a prolific striker at Liverpool or Man City because you get the reception.
Yeah.
Pretty much had to do it fucking himself.
Yeah. Even if you look at like Solanke, for example, like he scored 20 goals in the Prem the season before he went to Spurs, and then last season, I know he was injured, but like he got nowhere near hitting those numbers.
Yeah.
The fact that he hit basically 30 goals almost every single season for Spurs is just
And guess who's got him in their FPL team? Me. Sitting on the bench, injured.
Oh,
I don't think I have him, to be honest.
yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I think Kane is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. We have got 7th place with 16 points, so 3 more points than Kane. We have Vitinha in 7th.
Baller.
Yeah, so the highest ranking for this one was Jason in 5th place, and the lowest was Josh, who didn't have him in his list at all.
Wow.
Why is that, Josh?
Just not familiar with his game.
Fair enough.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Jason, what do you have him in 5th?
I think in that Champions League run, he was just like... Because that was kind of like... It's got an A at the end, by the way, Josh.
Josh has just searched up Vitinha on the screen.
Like, I didn't really know much about him before last season. Because I stopped playing FIFA, to be honest. And,
It's hard to keep
It's
up.
all about
kind
FIFA.
of lost the ball knowledge. But watching him through that Champions League run, I thought he was so crucial to their success.
He's
Yeah,
only born in
100%.
2000. I didn't think he was that
Really?
young, eh? Like,
Yeah.
he looks young, but I thought,
Yeah.
like, a bit older than that, eh?
Like, technically, I think he's like
Yeah.
one of the top 3 most technical players in the world right
Yeah,
No,
I agree.
now. And like, he's not even like that big.
Yeah, he's
He's
small.
he's probably like
skinny,
5'9" or something.
Yeah, he's not
But-
strong either.
Yeah, but like the way he like controls the midfield is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine being able to do that at his size.
Like, you saw glimpses when he was at Wolves. And
Yeah.
in this PSG team, he's just shone. Like,
It's crazy. Yeah,
he just controls the tempo so
Mm.
well, moves the ball like rapidly. Like,
yeah, he's incredible. The way he moves from like defense up the field is just insane.
He's,
Like,
he's just so swift.
yeah, you can almost guarantee to watch any PSG highlights. You're going to see at least one goal where it starts with Vitinha, and he's the one
Yeah.
that brings the whole thing forward with him.
Unreal.
Yeah, I think he's the second best midfielder in the world at the
Yeah.
moment.
okay.
Yeah, I reckon he's really good. All right, moving on to 6th place. So this person got 21 points. So we had 5 more than Vitinha. So a bit of a jump here. We have another midfielder who was Pedri at 5th place.
Baller,
6th
eh?
place, sorry.
Baller.
Yeah, so the highest ranking for this one, controversially, was me. I put him in 2nd on my list.
That's some bars.
And-
That's a bit... There you go.
Josh and Cook did not put him in their
What?
list.
I didn't put him in. Yeah, right. Surprised I didn't put him in, honestly.
And he still
I-
came 6th. That's crazy.
I reckon
Yeah.
he's quality, eh? Like,
Yeah.
I reckon he's probably my favourite midfielder. That's what I'm saying. I'm dead set. I dead
Well,
set
yeah.
thought I would have put him in. I can't believe
Yeah.
I haven't.
Wow.
That is
I-
crazy.
Yeah, I honestly think, like, I know 2nd's really high. Obviously, like, I have a bit of bias towards Barcelona, but I just think, obviously, our 3 main players at the moment are Barca, Rafinha, Yamal, and Pedri. One of them I think is the best
That's
player in
his
the world,
top
which
three.
we'll get to potentially. I think if you actually look at Barcelona's performances, I think Pedri is the heartbeat of everything Barca did. And even for the last couple of seasons now, especially him being injury-free last season, I just think technically he's the best player in the world in that sense. I think his IQ, the way he moves the ball, just something about the way he plays, I just think no one else in the world plays like him.
He
and I
plays
think
like he's got
genuinely-
10 years of experience,
Oh,
but he's so
100%.
young.
Well, he's been playing for that many years, eh? He
True.
doesn't get a break.
Yeah, he doesn't, eh?
Remember
Yeah.
that photo going around a few seasons ago? Like,
Oh, yeah,
it
it's
looks
like-
like he has to sleep for 3 days, eh?
Yeah. But yeah, and the reason I had Pedri so high as well, I think one thing this season that kind of elevated his game is his defensive actions. If you actually look, he had the most dispossessions in all of Europe, most balls won, most duels won as well. Like a lot of defensive actions, which he never used to really get involved in.
Yeah.
He was number one in Europe across like every
Damn,
league. So I
didn't
think,
know that is crazy.
yeah, I just think he's just
He's
incredible.
like a Iniesta regen.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
100%.
Yeah, like, I honestly think, I know this is a crazy take, but I think he's going to end his career as one of the best midfielders of all time.
Do you think he'll end higher than Iniesta and Xavi?
See, this is really hard because
You got Gavi also, that Gavi's playing pretty
What do you
well
think of
these
Gavi,
days.
actually? I want to know.
Yeah, I
yeah,
rate him.
Gavi. Yeah, I'll come back to the Iniesta and Xavi
Okay.
thing. I think Gavi is honestly criminally underrated. I think he's
Oh, yeah, he's
insanely good. There was actually one season, the last season with Xavi. I think Gavi was our best player for the first half of the season until he tore his ACL. I think it was honestly really good. At the moment, he's still coming back from his injury, so
Yeah.
he's a bit iffy. But yeah, and moving back to Pedri, I think it's hard because the thing with Iniesta and Xavi is obviously like talent-wise, they're arguably two of the best midfielders of all time, but also what they won, like the World Cup, the 2 Euros, the Champions Leagues. Like I think it's going to be really hard for Pedri to match
Yeah.
all of that.
Well,
There is
who
a
knows?
chance for it, but
This year,
yeah, true. You never know. And actually, I do think talent-wise, I think there is an argument that if he keeps going the way he is right now, he could end up being better than both of them, potentially.
Injuries.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's
It's
the
like,
only thing
Yeah.
that's going to stop him.
yeah, and thankfully last year there were none, but his track record, other than
Yeah.
that, has been pretty bad. So.
Did he get a serious injury like 2 years ago?
Yeah, he had like, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but he had something with his knee. It wasn't his ACL.
And he was
but
out for like
having-
6 months or something?
Yeah,
MCL or something.
I think so. Yeah, it was one of those things where he'd be injured for a while, he'd come back, and then he'd play maybe 2 or 3 games and get injured again, just over and over again.
I think it was just because he was getting overplayed.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, they just needed him so much.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you actually look at it, I'm pretty sure he's only, I think, 22 or 21.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's already made over 200 appearances
That's crazy.
in his career, which
Wow.
is honestly insane. Yeah. Cool. All right. Moving on to the next player. In 5th place with 34 points.
Damn.
So a whole 13-point jump.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
This is where we're getting tasty, boys.
Yeah, so to start the top 5, MBAPPE. So this one was really interesting because we had 2 players. We had 2 players that ended up getting 34 points, MBAPPE and someone else who we'll go to. And we ended up doing a tiebreaker. So what the tiebreaker was is I essentially reached out to each of these boys individually and I asked them between these 2 players, who would you choose? And essentially MBAPPE ended up getting 1 vote and the other player ended up getting 3. And someone didn't send their vote in, but it doesn't matter because either way it would have worked out for the other player. But MBAPPE, so the lowest ranking for this one was me in 6th place and the highest was 1st place by Nick.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
Like,
First.
yeah, I reckon he's dead set the best player in the world, honestly. Like, he is, like, just insane. Like,
That's crazy.
I've said something to Aidan before. I said if he continues the way he's going, he will be better than Neymar.
Ooh.
I reckon,
like-
I can't even stress, like, I don't know how you guys don't have him, like,
in
in
terms
the
of
top
like
3.
accolades and like achievements, better than
Like,
Neymar.
Yeah,
as
he
a,
probably
and
already
also
is,
as a
really.
player, like, as a player, he's, like, he does, like, I know this is in the world right now, but, mate, can't forget the World Cup final, like, no one will ever do what he did again.
Yeah.
Like, he is the best
You have a
player
point.
right now in the world, in my eyes. Like,
Not right now.
like,
I just think his defensive
Yeah.
inability brings him down for me, and
I
like
agree.
his lack of like effort. I feel like
Yeah,
I
totally
just
agree.
I just can't put him as the best player in the world when I see him constantly like he'll lose the ball, or the team lose the ball and he just won't track back.
yeah, I know what you're saying there, but he does shit on the ball that, like, other players can't do.
I kind
I feel like he-
of disagree,
I
to
disagree
be honest.
a bit. I disagree.
Well, who's someone that's like probably is like as skillful and gifted as him? Like besides Yamal.
Rafinha. I think Rafinha's better.
I'd put Mbappe over Rafinha.
I think overall as a player, Mbappe is better.
Yes.
But if you're looking at currently at the moment, and like I know I'm a bit biased as well, obviously because of the Real Madrid thing. But even before he went to Real Madrid, I think you guys probably know. I spoke about it a few times. I think Mbappe is a bit overrated.
No way, bro. Mbappe at PSG was like it's like a video game. That's how fucking how the good.
I know, but here's my thing though, right? And I spoke to you guys about this recently too. If you actually look at his career recently, right? Like just let me paint the picture. So he played for PSG for how many seasons? Obviously, they won the league every year. Everything was fine. Right, they had a pretty good team. His last season there didn't end up winning the Champions League. Kept trying, whatever. The first season he leaves, PSG without him go on and win the Champions League. And the team he joined, Real Madrid, the season before he joined, they won the Champions League. They almost won the treble. They were by far one of the best teams in the world. As soon as he joins them, all of a sudden Madrid have their worst season in about 15 years. I don't think it's a coincidence.
That's kind of a good point.
And I've said this about Mbappe for a while. I think he makes his teams worse as a whole. I know, individually he's great. Obviously he scored 40-something goals last season. But if you look at the impact he has on his team, I think that how good his numbers are takes away from the actual effectiveness of the team overall. And even tracking back to PSG too, I think when there was that whole front three of Messi, Neymar and Mbappe, I've said this since this time, I think he was the reason that they failed and didn't do as good as they could have. I watched a lot of PSG games that season, obviously being a big Messi and Neymar fan, and there were so many times where Mbappe was the one who was kind of ruining that link because of his selfishness. I just think he's a bit too selfish and he's sort of too set on a certain way of playing that he can't adapt outside of that to really contribute to his team in an effective way.
I'm with Aidan.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Technically he's there, but I think his game awareness.
I remember the start of last season, the first 10 rounds, he was late. Everyone's like, he's doing shit, barely scoring. And then he ended up, was it Real Madrid's highest goal scorer last season?
Yeah, he got the most goals for a debut season for Real Madrid. But also, I think that kind of, obviously that was going to happen because he's that good of a player objectively. But I just think that he still could have done a lot better and he doesn't adapt his game enough for his teammates around him to make him the best player in the world, in my opinion.
But I feel like with all the noise coming on, obviously every player takes the media conflict differently. But he was getting, so much stuff online, and then he's also don't even know if he's playing left wing or striker half the time, and he's still scoring the goals that he did.
Yeah, he is. There's no denying he's definitely one of the best players in the world. If you look at the last 5 years, you could argue he is number one. But I just don't think at the moment, and I think you can't ignore the fact that he left PSG, they won the Champions League. He joined Madrid and they had their worst season in 15 years. I know it could be a coincidence, but I think it's too much of a sort of factor to not take into account.
Yep.
Cheers to that, eh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, as you guys can tell, I'm pretty passionate about Mbappe. I've said this for ages. I really don't rate him as much as a lot of people do. But
I definitely think he can be number one.
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's just the teams he's been around, the recruitment, the managers, they just don't know how to utilise him properly.
Yeah.
The team as a whole.
Yeah. That is a good point, because even if you look at his early days when he first broke through in the World Cup and for Monaco, he played a lot.
Right side also. Remember he played on the right wing back in the day?
And a lot of his game was based on him being explosive, running in behind. Whereas now he's not really used in that sort of capacity.
You look at him in France, the national team.
Oh yeah,
he's a gun.
Exactly,
The manager gets it right with him, but you look at club, they just can't get it right.
Yeah.
Well, I think Real Madrid will be in for a good season this year.
I don't know. But another thing too, I actually want to build on what Jason said about his defensive stuff. This kind of also links to what I was saying about PSG getting better. There's actually a clip going around, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Luis Enrique sits down with Mbappe and plays this massive, there's a TV there. He plays all these clips of him not running back and not tracking back. And he basically gives a massive speech to Mbappe and says, Michael Jordan, he would always track back and help his teammates. If you want to be one of the all-time greats, you've got to put in this extra effort that you're not doing right now. And he just fully ripped into him. And obviously Mbappe didn't take it on. And you look at how good they did last season, how good they were as a team, because Dembele, Kvara, Doué, Barcola, all of them were running back and making that extra effort that Mbappe wouldn't do. Yeah. And they ended up being as successful as they were. I just think that's something to consider as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fifth. Fair enough.
Yeah. Right, moving on. So on to fourth place, also with 34 points. This person won in the tiebreaker against Mbappe. We have Mohamed Salah.
Most.
That's the first time I've heard Mohamed Salah in a while.
Yeah. The same stuff.
Yeah, so the highest ranking for this one was Josh had him in first place, and Jason had him in 8th place.
Eighth place. Mohamed Salah. Are you kidding?
Do you want to explain yourself a bit there, Jason? Or?
I don't have an explanation. It's just what felt right.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's because he's a Man United supporter. That's
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
That's
That's
crazy.
caused you a lot
No,
of pain.
I don't think it is. I don't know. I just.
What? You don't think that's crazy? 8th place.
No. I think it's crazy.
Oh.
I think it's a little.
What
I was saying. I don't think it's because I'm a Man United supporter. I think it's just that's just what came to mind when I made the list.
8th place is what came to mind.
Yeah.
Isn't shouts for Ballon d'Or? How's he 8th?
I don't know.
I do think that's
my
pretty
God.
low.
Yeah.
That is extremely
agree.
low.
You know what? Actually, I'm someone that only recently kind of came around to appreciating Salah for how good he actually is. I was someone that kind of used to think he was a bit overrated back in the past.
No way.
But I think after what he's done now, I think there's no way to deny how good
He's
he really is.
underrated.
I agree.
And clearly, he's 8th place.
Yeah.
What did Nathan and I
Yeah,
put
so for this
Salah?
one, I'll go through what everyone ranked him. So I had Salah in 4th place. Josh had him in 1st. Cook had him in 5th. Nathan had him in 3rd. And Jason had him in 8th.
Sorry, bro.
It's pretty tough.
That's
I think Salah is super unlucky that Liverpool got knocked out by PSG as early as they did. I think if they went a bit further in the Champions League, he could have been the easy Ballon d'Or favourite.
And to
last
be
season.
fair, we played poorly against PSG, but
Yeah.
still was in the game.
Yeah.
Well, he only when Kanate scored their own goal, and Salah only scored like 2 minutes after, but that was the the block right on the line. Like, it could have been England's ball game. It was a really close game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad for me.
Yeah. No, that's all right. But honestly, I do kind of see why I didn't have him in the top
Yeah,
3, for
crazy
example.
season.
Yeah, I
He
don't know
did.
What I was thinking.
The best individual season in Premier League
Yes.
history,
You
arguably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do think one thing that does kind of tax him down why he won't win the Ballon d'Or, I think, is because of the Champions League and his performance in those 2 legs against Liverpool. And also look at I think it was the Carabao Cup or the FA Cup where they
FA
lost.
Cup.
Yeah, and he didn't show up for that one too. I think it's just, I forgot which one it was, but I feel like there were a few big games last season where Salah didn't show up when a lot of people thought he would have. So I think that does bring him down a little bit. But I think his overall season, you can't take away how good he generally was.
Yeah, like you said, the best individual
Yeah.
Premier League season ever.
I think now that I'm rethinking my list, to be honest, I would probably put him 3rd.
And he's doing it for years and years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
20 plus goals.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that was a brain lapse on that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sorry, bro. Sorry to hurt your feelings.
It's right, Nathan. Deep breaths.
He's hated, man. This guy's a massive
That'd be
Liverpool fan, by the
tough,
way.
We'll
He's
talk
just,
after.
yeah. And actually, interesting too, Josh, you've been talking about your Man United bias, yet you had Salah in 1st place. How come?
Oh.
Look, it comes to a point where you just have to step back and you've got to appreciate how someone can be at the top of the game for so long and just be like, yeah, I'm a Man United player, but fuck, every time I saw Salah step on the pitch at Old Trafford, I'm like, it's over. It's a wraps.
Yeah.
And even like watching the team change around him so many times over so many years, but he can still maintain being that top level player, always in the talks of the Ballon d'Or or PFA Player of the Year, like always up there every single year. What is it, like, I don't know how long he's been there, 7, 8 years, something like that?
It's like
10
11
seasons
seasons
now,
now,
Liverpool.
yeah.
So, what do you boys reckon he's been hard done by, never won the Ballon d'Or yet?
I think if he was from a European nation, he would have had it already.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. If it was Spanish.
Playing for Egypt in AFCON does not do him any favours internationally.
Yeah. Even like aside from the international achievements too, just the whole PR of like not being European or South American. I think it just taxes his name.
Like now he's got 3 PFA Player of the Years.
Yeah.
No one else has done that.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that.
Puskas Award years ago, the one he scored against
That was a bit too
No,
amazing
no,
to
no,
me.
Hey, no, he deserved that.
Wasn't that the same year though Bale did the Scorpion in the final?
Bicycle.
The Scorpion, the bicycle in the final, yeah.
No, I don't think it
2018.
was.
I'm pretty I wouldn't
Honestly-
I wouldn't have been 28 different then.
I don't even think that was his best goal of the month. He scored that
Yeah,
other
I
goal
don't
that same month. That
I
was
don't think that was his
But
But
I
you
reckon
just
so.
look at him as a
Yeah.
player and he's
Yeah,
over
look at
the
this.
years you see what is it?
4 time Premier League top goal scorer.
damn.
Like
That's just it's
and
incredible.
over the years
Man.
you see him adapt his game.
Exactly.
The goal
Yeah.
and the assists. Like
Yeah.
He's
crazy.
because now I think this year he's gonna get close to the assist record
Yeah, that could be a good shout. I can see that happening, especially with the players around him.
To get it last year, and he fell off right at the end.
Yeah, it's happened every season. Didn't I forgot which player it was, but I think Ozil got like 15 assists by halfway through the season, and then he ended up just not getting the other 5 at some point.
Yeah, I think he could get 20 this year.
Remember a couple of seasons ago, Harry Kane got both Golden Boot and the assist.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Salah did.
Yeah,
He's done that too.
This
I
year.
think. Yeah, right.
My
Yeah.
bad. I'll put it.
You've had a shock.
That's bad. That's bad.
All right, so moving on. We've now got our top 3. So, in third place, we have a player with 37 points. And second place also got 37 points. But once again, this was down to a tiebreaker. So in third place with 37 points, 3 more than Salah, we have Rafinha. What do you guys think about that?
I feel like this season may be better, but as a 5-year period, you still go Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah.
This is just a one-alone season, one-off.
Well,
Yeah.
it's hard, like, because current player isn't really an objective definition.
Yeah, true.
Does that mean this season, or does it mean?
When I'm thinking
the
the
last
world,
couple
right,
of
I'm
years?
thinking, wait, we've only did like one round into the season. Like, we were based it off one game last week. I'm just thinking like the last year, 12
I thought
months.
last year.
Yeah, last year,
That's
yeah.
why
Yeah.
I think I put him. I think I was the highest.
Yeah, so the
think-
highest position was Jason put him in first as the best current player in the world.
I actually don't think.
Look, so I can somewhat agree.
I
with
don't
that.
think he's like technically the best player, but I think he had the best year.
I agree. I think, yeah.
But then I don't think he's going to win Ballon d'Or either.
Yeah, see, that's the
Which
thing.
is weird.
Yeah, I think he had the best individual season last season of any player in Europe. But I do have him in third place, me personally, because I did have Pedri and someone else on top. Like, I don't think he's Barcelona's best player in terms of as an actual player. But I think what he did last season and what he's done over the last year
Yeah.
puts him as really up there as one of the greatest performers of the last year. I could definitely see him being first.
Just picturing your list and you've left someone out. Have you not?
Have I?
Oh, you have?
Who?
Haven't you?
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it?
wait.
Okay, yeah.
Has
See?
he? Wait.
I feel like he has. Oh. No.
I don't know.
No.
We'll,
No,
sorry,
no,
we'll
I don't
continue.
think so. I don't think so.
We'll see.
I don't think he's talking about. I don't think so.
Yeah. And actually, I'm wearing the jersey that Rafinha was most synonymous with last season. I honestly think I can't believe how good he was. And it's pretty funny too because the season before, I remember Barca were thinking about selling Rafinha, and Cook knows this as a fact. I messaged Cook about 2 years ago, saying I honestly think Rafinha's underrated. I think he should stay. I think he puts in a lot of effort. I think people don't appreciate how good he actually
I
can
remember it was
be.
Ferdinand Torres or Rafinha. Who's gonna get the minutes at the end of the game?
That's crazy. To
Yeah.
think, how different their seasons went.
Exactly, it's insane. And I just think that, even look at the Bayern performance last year, the hat-trick he scored, the type of goals, there was one where he cut in, did a step over and cut back in and scored with his right foot like a curler. Things like that, I think he's so underrated technically. I do agree he's not the most technical, but I think his ability
clinical.
as a footballer, and I just think he's just incredible. I think he's so unlucky with the whole Inter Milan result from last season because I think it ruined what could have been one of the greatest ever individual seasons, especially in Champions League history. If you look at it, actually, he got 23 goals and assists in the Champions League last season alone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, beat Messi's record, eh?
Yeah, he's just
So that's the
incredible.
most ever.
I'm pretty
in
sure
the Champions
it's the
League.
most. Yeah, I think so. Can you double check that, Josh?
What is it?
Most Champions League goals and assists. I think it is up there, but I just think Rafinha is just.
Did you have him in your
cannot
list, Josh?
believe.
Rafinha?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had him third.
Yeah, so I'll read where everyone had
Or
him.
something.
Yeah, so I had him in third place. Josh had him in fourth. Cook had him in sixth. Oh, that's criminal, man. That's criminal, bro.
Wow.
Nathan had him fourth, and Jason had him first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cook, is there a reason?
That's fair.
He's joint most goals and assists in a single season with Ronaldo. 13-14 Ronaldo or 24-25 Rafinha.
Oh, did Aidan get it wrong? You said 23.
I thought it was 23.
Ooh. Yeah,
This is 21, bro.
Oh, you know what it is? I think it's when he scored the goal against Inter, the crossbar off the keeper. I think they ended up changing to an own goal.
That was an own goal.
Yeah.
I don't know why you thought that would be a goal for Rafinha.
But
Yeah.
Where's biased?
It's down from the keeper's
So
back.
biased.
Bro, honestly, but come on, man. Like, you can give his feelings and not give them.
It doesn't count.
Okay, true.
I'm not giving handouts.
What the hell?
Well, still, equal
Okay.
most in a
Equal
single
most.
season. Like, obviously, he played more games because the Champions League format
I
has
think
changed.
he came from
but
Leeds, bro.
It's actually insane.
I saw a stat. I think I saw a stat
Outrageous.
earlier today that said someone was like slandering La Liga for the fact that a fraud like Rafinha's doing so
Yeah.
well, and then someone like clapped back at them and were like, Rafinha in his last season in the Premier League with Leeds had more goals than any Arsenal forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Or something.
He was
Yeah, he
last
saved them
year.
from relegation, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's incredible. I think he's honestly such a good player. Even this season, like, I was kind of worried as well he'd be a one-season hit, and that would be it. But seeing how he started so far, he's looking pretty good. But yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, guys, we're back. So Cook went to go cry because of his Vinicius taking us ripping into him. So. No, but we're back with the top two players. So, in second place, also with 37 points and beating Rafinha in the tiebreaker, was... You know what? Before I go into it, I'm just going to say who first place was as well and what the points were. So, second place was Yamal... Oh, wait. I just ruined it. Damn it.
Oh my god.
I just completely ruined... I just fumbled this completely, bro.
I'm gonna wait and say first. Second place was Lamine Yamal.
Oh my god.
I was completely fun with that. Yeah, so in first place... Damn, I was building up to something really sick, but oh well. So in second place, we have Yamal with 37 points, and in first place, we have Dembele with 40 points.
Yeah.
Now, before we start, I just want to say, Yamal, his highest rankings were Nathan and I had him first.
Oh, nah.
And with Dembele, his highest rankings were Jason, I'll just double check this other one, Jason, Josh, and Nathan had him second.
Wow.
So Yamal got the most first place votes by two people. Dembele did not get any first place votes. But the reason Yamal has 37 points and Dembele has 40 is because Josh did not put Yamal on his list at all.
Did I not?
You did
What?
not.
Wait.
Lamine Yamal did not make Josh's top 10 list.
What?
Would you like to explain yourself,
No,
Josh?
let me check.
That's like leaving Messi off your top 10 list in 2004.
Honestly,
That's
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't.
Wow.
That is actually insane. I don't know if you're trying to rage bait me when you...
Yeah.
Did you just forget?
What are the explanations of my list?
Yeah.
I use ChatGPT because I have no ball knowledge.
Every single one of my things.
Oh
It's
my God.
Except, I had Wirtz at number 10. It originally gave me Rodri, but I wasn't given it.
Oh, yeah, true, because he's been injured, yeah.
I was thinking, do we put Rodri in like before his injury?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true.
But I was
Well,
like,
you know what's crazy about Wirtz as well is he tore his ACL like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
I think-
it's wild, eh?
I think it was about 2021 he tore his ACL.
And he's back to his
now.
best, yeah.
I feel like Rodri was still playing now. He'd be in the
Oh,
top
100%,
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, Yamal ended up coming second.
That is insane.
I think it's
bro.
criminal. I think he's by far and beyond the best player in the world at the current moment.
100%.
AI doesn't think so.
Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on Yamal?
I just think he's generational. Like the things he's done at this age. Well, he's 18.
Yeah, just
it's
turned 18
insane,
as well.
Like
Crazy.
his Euros performance.
It's
Even
ridiculous.
the Champions League this season.
Yeah.
Or last season, sorry.
And watching Yamal, it's like it's like playing in school A.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah, it's just the way he
It's
plays.
effortless.
The way he's
Yeah.
not versing like professional like footballers is like he's just like playing in the
ridiculous,
park on the weekend or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he just does stuff in like that guy.
It's
You know that
ridiculous.
guy knows what he's doing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just like it's crazy to think he's still developing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's the thing.
Like his finishing is like pretty like it's pretty mid, but
Yeah.
Oh, but
once
it's
he
still
refinds
still
it,
great,
it's
but
still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once he unlocks it,
Oh my
it's just
God.
gonna
and
be
he's
insane.
passing.
Yeah,
Like,
His
Yeah, it's
passing.
incredible.
Oh my
His
god, his
vision is
passing's incredible.
insane.
Yeah,
That
that,
was a
that
nice
Travella.
Yeah.
Oh, him and Rafinha, like
Yeah, that
insane
combo.
partnership.
Yeah.
Oh, I just can't believe it. And the fact that like we look at someone on this list like Cole Palmer, he's 23.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, Lamine will be his
ridiculous.
age.
I just
It's
hope,
honestly
like,
insane.
What he could achieve in those 5 years, like
It's crazy.
Ballon d'Ors,
Yeah.
Champions League.
I hope the Feynman like all that doesn't get to your mouth and he starts turning into like, you know, cocky and an absolute dickhead. It seems like a pretty top bloke also when I met him a couple times. But,
On the boat party, eh?
but,
the dwarfs.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't, you know, I hope he doesn't, just ruin his career early.
Yeah. And that's the thing with Yamal too, like, as you said with Pedri, it seems like he plays with so much experience.
Yeah.
He's only just turned 18 and the things he's doing, I have not seen other players do. Like,
to carry a team like Spain
it's just insane, man.
is just crazy.
It's ridiculous. And, like, I can't believe as a Barcelona fan, I thought when Messi left, that was it. We weren't going to see anyone like him.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm not trying to put the pressure on him living up to Messi because that's just an insane task. But the fact that I can watch him week in, week out, and I'm getting flashbacks to what Messi was doing every single week. The way he plays, the way he takes players on, as you said, his passing, his finishing is getting better. Just his IQ as well, for how young he is, the fact that he's already so switched on and knows what the best thing to do in each situation is, I just think it's incredible. And as you said too, he's also already getting better. Like, I can see from this season alone, he's gotten a lot faster, stronger, he's more confident in taking plays on. I just can't believe.
Like, he loves scoring that goal the first game week.
Yeah, exactly. It's just,
Cut in top left.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Salah.
Ooh. Yeah. It's also interesting too. A crazy stat that I saw before this. He's already played 145 senior games in his career, and he just turned 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's just ridiculous. Like, yeah, he broke through at 15 years old in the Barcelona first team, and since then it's just been incredible.
So he really should be first here.
If Josh even gave him sixth place, he would be first on this list.
Wow.
But yeah,
I think he deserves first.
100%. I agree too.
So are we talking the top two now, and Dembele was second?
No, it's
Dembele was first, technically.
It's right in front of me. Yeah, and Cook, would you like to explain why you think Mbappe is better than Yamal at the current moment?
I will. So I think Mbappe is better because I feel like Mbappe is just a better finisher, and like he's just more of a complete forward, I'd say.
I completely disagree. I agree with the finishing, but I don't think he's a more complete forward. I think Yamal is better at like passing, his vision, crossing,
Dribbling?
Dribbling 100%. But you know, last season he had, I think the difference was he had the most successful dribbles completed last season by about 120 to second place. He was first. I forgot who was second place, but it was like an insane gap between that.
That's crazy.
But you also can look at Mbappe can. I know it's only an extra position, but he can play a striker and on the wing. Yamal, you wouldn't put him as striker.
You wouldn't, but he can play 10 though. He could play that in his.
I think Mbappe would be able to play 10 also.
Ooh.
Interesting,
Mbappe.
but
I'm sure he
I don't
hasn't,
know.
but I feel like he would have the skill to do it.
I don't know if I'd want him at 10 though.
No.
yeah.
Because you want to use his pace, like more than his
Mbappe's
technical
game,
ability.
Space.
Yeah.
Get him behind.
I honestly think, you know how you said before you think that Mbappe does stuff that no other player can? I think there's a lot of things that Yamal does that Mbappe could just physically not be able to do. In terms of the way he moves. I generally think I think Yamal could become one of the greatest players of all time.
Oh, yeah,
if he sticks
I
to
agree with that 100%.
And I think at the moment he's already there as the number one, undisputed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In my opinion.
But the top rank we've got Ousmane Dembele.
We do. So Dembele, I guess most likely the Ballon d'Or favourite at the moment. Before we go into a discussion of him, I'll just let you guys know where everyone placed him.
To be fair, go ahead.
Yeah, so I had him the lowest in 5th place.
What?
Wow.
I'll explain later why.
I don't rate him
that's
number one.
I had him in 5th.
We've got 3 Barca players.
I had him 5th. Josh had him 2nd. Cook had him 4th. Nathan had him 2nd. And Jason had him 2nd.
What are you doing?
So my list was I had Dembele 5th, Salah 4th, Rafinha 3rd, Pedri 2nd, Yamal 1st. I think Dembele is going to win the Ballon d'Or. I think he had the best season if you look at the achievements altogether. But I think if you were to take away winning the Champions League and winning the treble, and I think if you were to, for example, take away all the trophies that everyone's achieved and looked at them individually, I don't think he'd be better than Yamal, Pedri, Rafinha and Salah for their individual seasons. I think the fact that he won the Ballon d'Or, that he won the Champions League, is putting it up there.
Dembele literally turned unplayable the second half of the season.
He did.
PSG were pretty poor, and then they just like hit a new level.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. Sorry, guys, got a bit of distraction there. Yeah, with Dembele too, I think, like, I don't know how I feel. Like, obviously, I do think he is up there. I found it really hard to separate my top 5. I think any of them could have been first, second, third, and I think he is definitely up there. I think one of the reasons too that I looked at it is the season as a whole. I think the first half of the season he kind of was non-existent, and I know what matters the most is the end of the season, but I kind of looked at it as a whole, and I think if you look across the entire last season, he wasn't the best player until towards the end. And I think as well, I think there were just a few too many bozo moments still that Dembele has in his game that all these other players don't have. I think like Yamal, Pedri, Rafinha, Salah, I think they all are more consistent and they all can like provide quality a whole 90 minutes. Whereas I think there are periods where Dembele a couple times does lose the ball a bit too much. He does make interesting decisions. And I know there is a bit of history between me and Dembele. I've got a bit of personal beef with him as well.
You punched on him, didn't you?
Yeah, I wish. No. And obviously, like, bias is a part of the game. I recognise my bias. I am definitely heavily biased towards Barcelona and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think there are just a few too many bozo moments Dembele has that I don't think he's the number one best player in the world right now.
Yeah, that's why I put Yamal first, not Dembele, because I think Yamal's the better player.
Yeah,
But Dembele's probably had a better season.
The reason why I put Dembele so low is just, I know, like I said, I know we're doing the best players in the world right now, but it just low key irritates me how he's been the guy in the last 5 years that can barely bloody play 10 minutes in a game because he's injured. And then now he plays a full season and he's like actually that good. I'm like, what are you doing? Come on, mate, work a bit harder, you know. But he's good, but I definitely do think Yamal's number one, even though I put MBAPPE. But besides that, I don't rate Dembele that high, to be honest.
I think it's just crazy. Like, his turnaround this season, as you'll say, Nathan, he's incredible. The way he presses as well, like off the ball, his work is just insane. Like, I don't know.
Who would have thought, if you said 5 years ago that the 3 best players in the world right now would be Dembele, who's struggling at Barca.
Wow.
Rafinha, who's
At
stuck
Leeds
at Leeds.
United.
Are they even in the Premier League at that point 5 years ago?
No,
I don't know.
they got
Probably
promoted,
not.
I think 4 years ago. They stayed up a season, went down, and now they're back.
Jeez. And then a 13-year-old kid.
It's crazy, eh?
5 years
But
ago.
if you had this conversation 5 years ago and like on 2025, who would be the best player in the world? I think everyone was saying Mbappe.
You'd probably say
He is
Mbappe or
insane.
Haaland, to be fair.
Yeah.
People remember that Haaland and Mbappe debate we were all having at the
Yeah,
start?
but Haaland didn't join City till 2021, I think.
We'll say 2020. But
2020 he was at Dortmund.
Yeah, he was still incredible there.
well,
But still, Mbappe
5 to
was-
3 years ago,
Yeah,
there was
when
that
did
debate
you
of Mbappe and
Summer
Haaland.
of 22.
Oh, wow, that's way later.
That's
than I
actually
thought.
late.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Well, I can't believe you put Mbappe over Dembele. I find that crazy.
I don't know. Like, just something about Mbappe, mate. He knows what he's doing. I just think he's the best player in the world.
I completely disagree. But yeah. All right, guys. Any concluding thoughts about what you guys think about the list?
I just think that's Salah.
sorry, I knew it was coming.
I think he should be the third best, in my opinion.
Well, if I put him where I think I should have put him, which is like 3rd or 4th, I would have given him an extra like 5 points.
Yeah.
And he
you
would have been in like 2nd.
I think
Yeah.
Van Dijk should be higher.
Seeing that we only have one proper centre back there, who do we put in the second best centre back then in the world right now behind Van Dijk?
Harry Maguire.
My man.
I'd argue Kubasi could be a
Wow.
good shout.
How old is he?
Thought about
18.
I have not
And I
even seen
also
enough.
I thought about Gabriel, your boy.
Yeah, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
I think-
quality.
I personally choose Gabriel over
Probably
Saliba.
Gabriel.
Me too.
Yeah.
I feel like Saliba is better when Gabriel's playing.
Yeah.
But if someone else is there, he
Mm.
doesn't really shine.
There's also Bastoni. He's
Could you
quality.
say,
Yeah,
you'd have to
yeah.
probably put an Inter or PSG centre
Do you know
back.
who's actually a baller?
Yeah.
That Pacho.
Pacho?
Pacho, yeah, I was going to mention him.
I wouldn't say he's one of the best, but he's insane.
Yeah.
I can't believe Marquinhos is still going.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
He's actually been around for a long time now.
Yeah. Even the fact that, like, you look at Marquinhos, he was at the blueprint of a lot of PSG's failures in the Champions League the last couple of years. Like, he'd always make a mistake.
Yeah.
And now he's gone from that to being their captain to lead into the Champions League. It's just
Yeah.
incredible. But yeah.
Other than that.
All right.
Yeah, so I think that's a
I
wrap.
think that wraps it up.
But yeah, thanks guys for listening. Yeah, share this around. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Yeah, just enjoy, guys. Hopefully you found this entertaining. We'll try and get a few more videos out. And if you guys like Jason and Nathan as a guest, then let us know and we can bring them back for a few more episodes. So yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
See yous.